What's up guys, Lock Power here. I'm going to be talking to you guys about the 5.4 PTR patch notes that just hit a day ago. And I'm going to talk to you guys about my impressions and thoughts on them and what I think generally about the state of the patch so far. So keep in mind guys that this is very new. All these changes are very new and probably subject to change. So don't freak out. Don't go crazy. Don't delete your characters yet. Just hold off on that. So we're going to start off with the buffs first so I can ease you guys into the nerfs. So, Howl of Terror is now baseline. All Warlocks have it. All specs now have it. And as you can see here, for all you Wrath of the Lich King and Cataclysm Warlocks, not you Panda Babies, we have Demonic Breath back. Yay! Or as we like to call it in the old days, Shadow Flame. I don't know why it's coming out of our crotch now. I don't know what Blizzard was thinking about that, but yeah, we shoot purple demon breath out of our crotches now. I'm gonna do it again just to, yeah, it's not out of our faces like it used to be. So, anyways, besides that, Soul Leech now, for destruction at least, triggers off of Shadow Burn. I read somewhere that, like on MMO Champion or something, that they wanted to nerf Warlock survivability in PvE. So I guess the logical thing would be to buff one of the strongest PvE survivability talents in the game. But I'm not a developer, so I won't question it. And like I said, super new patch notes, so it's probably going to change. That's it for buffs, guys. um, get ready for the nerfs. Here they come. There's only a few of them, but they have some weight to them. Fell Armor, the passive buff, no longer reduces all damage taken by 10%. So, like I said, talking about the survivability, I guess they wanted to semi-balance it out that way or something, but I don't know. Manoros Fury is now is no longer a passive ability. It's now a 1.5 minute cooldown. And it lasts 15 seconds. That's pretty big nerf, but it's dwarfed by the next one, guys. I'm gonna go show you guys by the target dummy right now. So, the talent that we all know and love, Kil'jae'den's Cunning. It's basically towered over the other two talents this entire expansion. Is now a on-use ability. It's no longer a passive. You can't cast and move anymore. The entire oh god, keyboard turning. Oh my god. PTR, bad keybinds. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Kil'jae'den's Cunning, 15 seconds, 1.5 minute cooldown. You can use it while you're casting, so that's a thing. God, I can't do this. Yeah, this is pretty huge. The Warlock forum, every forum I've been to about Warlocks or anything is just blowing up about this change, how it's complete bullshit, and uh, granted it is, and it's a really big change to be doing so late into an expansion, and just completely changing how Warlocks PvE and PvP also. But I'm gonna give you guys a blue post by, some of you may know him from Lore from Tankspot, who was hired to Blizzard to be a blue poster. I'm just gonna briefly quote what he says regarding the Kil'jaeden Cunning change. So quote, the simple fact is that the constant passive ability to perform a complete DPS rotation while moving was never intended to be a core feature of the Warlock class. Those who remember the early days of patch 4.0 will recall that initially Kil'jaeden's Cunning actually increased the cast time whenever it was triggered. In those days, extra cast time made the talent so unattractive that very few players actually took it. I remember that. It was not very good because it increased your movement speed and your cast time, which it was sort of more balanced back then, not like in 5.1 where it only was changed into a snare. And he goes on to saying this where we decided to try it as only a snare instead. That has the opposite effect. In patch 5.3, virtually all Affliction Warlocks are using KILJAE'DAN'S Cunning, because I could see Destruction using Manaros Fury. That's why Manaros Fury was also nerfed. Which is, yeah, whatever. Where was I? Remember, we want talents to be meaningful choices. If one talent is far and away superior to its neighbors, there's a problem. There were also there were also some very strange side effects, such as the ability to cast something like fear while dodging in and out of line of sight. I did that so much in Arena. It is so fun. So, what to take away from that? What's up, Warlock? How you doing? How you doing? You wearing that new gear? Yeah, you are. It's cute. I know. So, what to take away from that? Yeah, KILJAE'DAN'S Cunning, it's pretty strong. He brings up the point that if a talent is too strong, you won't pick any other one of the talents. But I'm gonna ask you a question. When have you ever taken Archimonde's Vengeance this entire expansion? I'm gonna guess probably all of you, or a high percentage of you, are gonna say no. I've tried it very rarely, and the 25% is garbage. KILJAE'DAN'S Cunning was a talent that was made too strong. Manaros Fury was, I don't know. It was pretty strong too. What I can see Blizzard doing, because I doubt this patch change, the change with KILJAE'DAN'S Cunning is gonna stay and go live. How big the nerf is, but what I'd like to see them do with this, as it's only 15 seconds, and while it's activated, and you're casting abilities while moving, you still get the snare effect, which is kind of bullshit for it being only 15 seconds and on a cooldown now. So if they're gonna at least nerf it, at least take away the snare, I'd say. But I still don't like that change. What I'd like to see them do is do what they did with Howl of Terror. Completely take out Howl of Terror from the talent tree, put in something new, and give KILJAE'DAN'S Cunning sort of work it around a glyph like how Shamans have it with Lightning Bolt. Because the main problem that they're bringing up here, lore is that it's too strong in PvE. So I'd like to see them have a glyph for Warlocks instead of a talent, where you could have one of the specs filler spells. Like say for Affliction you could cast Malefic Grasp while moving. For Demonology you can cast Shadow Bolt while moving. For Destruction, Incinerate. I like to see a glyph have that. Just have those three. That would I wouldn't want it to have a snare effect either. So besides that, I can't really think of any other way to change it because Blizzard made this talent too strong and they're not really sure what to do with it. They've buffed it, they've nerfed it, they're completely crushing it now. I'm not quite sure what they can do with it, but yeah. If you guys would like to, well, I'll start off with that. Don't go to the forums and just cry about it. Go try and make a semi knowledgeable post to Blizzard. Don't go to the Warlock forums either. Don't go to the Warlock forums and say like, "Oh my God, they nerf Warlocks to the ground. R.I.P. Warlocks going to mages now." Blah. Don't do that. Go to the PTR for. Go to the PTR side of it. They're usually responding to people on those. So I'd say if a lot of Warlocks go to that and bring up some good ideas like the one I said or something, that we can get this changed. Because for me right now, it's kind of bullshit, and it is bullshit for being so late in the expansion. Such a big change to how Warlocks have been playing this entire time. I just don't like it. So do that. Um, Again, this is subject to change. All these patch notes and everything. So yeah, I think I covered everything I wanted to. So go to the forums, kind of form a complaint that's not just crying or whining. And if enough people do it, we'll probably get this changed. Or maybe they'll change it by themselves. I don't know. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, if you're very disappointed in the changes so far, leave a comment below with your thoughts on them, and make sure to subscribe to get all the latest news on Warlocks this coming patch, and furthermore with any, like, I do plenty of videos, not just updates, so keep in tune for that and subscribe. Anyways, guys, this has been Lock Power, and I hope you guys enjoyed.